Hello everyone. My name is Melissa Faust from stampwithmelissa.com. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in the great state of Minnesota, which is in the United States. And today we are going to do a really fun video all about ink refills or re-inkers, okay? So I did a video, maybe a couple of months ago now, all about ink refills and how to re-ink your stamping pads and all of that. But today we're gonna play a little bit with re-inkers. I'm not gonna do like that practical, right? Like here's what it's for. We're gonna like play with it and make some cards using re-inkers. And so this is what a re-inker looks like in case you weren't sure. Let's see, this is Lemon Lime Twist. So let me grab, here's my Lemon Lime Twist ink pad. So these colors do match. So this traditionally is used to refill this ink pad when it needs it. But there's also some fun techniques you can do with this. So one of them that I'm just going to tell you about real quick, I'm not actually going to demonstrate this today, but if you take one of your clear acrylic blocks and you grab your re-inker, you can actually drop your re-inker in different colors on the top, and you can use that for watercoloring. Now, the other alternative is you can actually squeeze your stamp pad and open it, and it's kind of in the front there. Let me see if I have one I can show you. Like this, you see that? You can kind of squeeze it so it's there for you, but if you don't like that, you can go this method instead and just drop your re-inker on there and then grab it with your water painter. Now, one of the other really fun techniques, my favorite technique to do with re-inkers, is called the baby wipe technique. I couldn't think of the word. The baby wipe technique. So that's what I'm going to show you in today's video. So I'm going to go ahead and hook my camera up in just a second here so that you can watch. We'll make a card together using these awesome baby wipes, right? Many uses. And our re-inkers. So I did want to mention as well that I will have a blog post linked down in the description of this video. It will have a picture of the card that we make today, as well as some other information about re-inkers and links to my online Stampin' Up! Store. So if you do see any products that you like today, make sure you make a note of them so that you can go over in my online store and grab them. I will mention as well that one of the big tips that I have for you is whenever you buy a new ink pad, I always recommend getting the re-inker. They're only a couple of dollars, so it really is a great addition because you don't know when you're going to need it, and you certainly don't want to run out of ink in this and then have to wait for this to arrive. So I just recommend buying them together whenever possible, okay? So, and then you can, make fun cards like this. So let me go ahead anyway and hook my camera up and we will get started on today's card, which I will also mention real quick. This is a little bit of that old-fashioned. I used to do videos where I didn't know what I was going to make and we just crafted together. And that's what today is. I don't know quite what I'm going to make. So we're going to have some fun together using this technique and we're going to make a card and I don't know what it's going to look like, but we'll find out together. Okay. All right, so I've got my Darling Details bundle here. I love this bundle. I've been having so much fun playing with it, but also I've got my baby wipes. Now, the reason I chose this stamp set is because of these images here, these ones that kind of have that darker gray, because those are actually stamps that will like color in, quote unquote, the inside of your outlined image, okay? And so this is the type of image you want to use with the baby wipe technique, okay? So I don't have anything planned. I don't know. I don't have colors planned out. This is just fun crafting time. Okay, so let me grab my trimmer here and we are going to, I think I want to use Berry Burst because I really love this color a lot. Do I already have a card base? No, that's too small. Actually, let's make it work. We'll make it work. How about that? Okay, we're going to cut this to 4 1/4. Look at this. We're going to use what we have and then I'm going to score it in half at 4 1/4 and we're going to make a square card. Oh, does that not? That looks too short. You know what? That's okay. We'll make it work. Like I said, this is total like crafting fun today, okay? So this is not quite actually 4 1/4. That's okay because I actually have an idea of something we can do on the inside. So, okay. So here's what we've got. Now what I'm going to do is let's cut 2 pieces of basic white down. Let me reach in my drawer here, try to get a piece out. So we've got 4 1/4 inches here. So I'm going to do one at 3 3/4. Well, we'll start with 3 3/4. Okay, so then we'll go, let's see, because we're going to have to trim that. So let's see what this actually is. I'm going to take it down here. It actually measures 3 7/8. So if I want 3 3/4 this way, which is what, 1/2 inch off. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to 3 7/8, and then we're going to go boop, boop, which is 3 3/8. Beautiful. Okay, so that should fit there. Yeah, marvelous. Okay, so we've got that, and then we'll go ahead and do this one. We're going to go down to 3 1/4 because I like 1/8 inch layers. And then we're going to flip it, and we'll cut this one at 3 5/8. Okay. Wow. You just have to remember all those measurements, right? Okay, let me put this away. And I know you guys like these, most of you anyway. I suppose if you don't like chatting and just figuring stuff out together, this video might not be your cup of tea, but most of you like this kind of thing. Oh, you know what? I want one more piece of basic white for the inside of our card here. And we do have 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 for the inside. So let's go ahead and do 4 by 4. 4 by 4. Beautiful. I'm going to keep these other basic white pieces off to the side because we might use them later. Who knows? Okay, so then what I'm basically going to do is I've decided I'm going to decorate this edge here so that when I've got it closed, you can actually see the decorated edge when the card's closed. Know what I mean? Okay, so we're going to take the smaller of these, this one, and this is the one we're going to stamp on. So let me move all that over there just so I remember this is the one we're stamping on, okay? So let's see what we want to do here. We're going to open up this beautiful stamp set. I love it so much. And of course, we're going to want some of these pieces, right? We're going to want probably this one, and of course, we're also going to want these. So, and probably this one, actually, maybe instead of this one. Okay, okay. All right, so I've got my flowers, and then I've got some leaves. And we'll worry about the sentiment later. Okay, that sounds good. All right, so let me grab some blocks for these. And we'll just get these all mounted. Okay, so the outline ones are the ones I think I'm gonna stamp those in black. Okay, so those two. And then we'll stamp these ones with the baby wipe technique. So we've got 2 flowers that we're going to have to do. And then we also have leaves. Now this set is kind of cool because this leaf, I mean, like, you do have that line there. We do have those little leaves we could do as well. Maybe we'll do those. But like this kind of has that filly-inny image. So we're going to go ahead and do the baby wipe technique with that too. And I changed my mind. We're not going to do those in black. I got an idea. All right, let me grab our little baby leaves here too so we can add those to the mix. And we'll grab that for baby wipe, and we'll grab this one here. Okay, so now we've got a berry burst card base. We need to make some magic happen. So actually, before I bring that in, what should we do? We've got a berry burst base. So what colors should we use? I really think that, like, maybe... What if I did like a Night of Navy kind of, that would be like our darker base. We're just playing here, okay? That's what stamping is. You just play, okay? Okay. I'm going to stamp this one in Night of Navy right there. Beautiful. Okay, I'm debating if I want another one. I don't know if I want another one or not. Let's bring in our messy scrap paper. Okay. So we've got that Night of Navy flower. I kind of do want another one. Okay, so we'll ink that up and stamp that down like there-ish. Okay, so we've got those. And then this flower, this little baby flower. We got to make this one fit into. So I don't want to use Night of Navy again. I want it to be a different color flower, okay? You follow me? You following? Okay, so with this, with our baby wipe technique, I'll probably drop in like Azure Afternoon and maybe like boho blue and maybe a little bit of Night of Navy. We'll see. Maybe blueberry bushel. I don't know. So I kind of want like a brighter color for these guys. So we've got Berry Burst as our base. So let's go ahead and just do Berry Burst for those flowers, okay? So I'm going to outline this. And by the way, I don't know if I've ever actually tried this technique where I outlined in a different color. I don't know. We're just, if this turns out ugly, nobody gets to judge, okay? Card making is so fun because you get to just play. You just play, and make what you want, right? Like, just experiment. We don't know if this works or not yet, but the only way to find out is to try. So you're going to try it with me, okay? And I am going to show you the baby wipe technique in the meantime because it's a really cool technique. Okay, so we've got these stamped. Now I need like a green, and I kind of think I'm going to use garden green because we'll probably use our lemon lime twist and our granny apple re-inkers for our fill. So you can see these ones I'm just going to stamp. Now I know that I've got this fun big leaf that's going to come in here at some point too, and actually there's a little stick. This little stick. Maybe I can use that as a guide. Let's pull it. Let's yank that out and use it, right? Okay. I know it's probably not a stick, it's a stem, but we're playing. Okay, so I'm going to put that maybe right there. We'll probably have one of them. We could have one come off. I'm trying to put it in a bigger spot so that we can see more of it. Maybe over here. Does that look natural? Natural enough? I don't know. Okay, so then we'll fill in with a couple more of these. We can put one there. We can put one over here. Maybe we put another one like up so it kind of looks like a cluster. Put one over here. And we'll try that. And if we need more, we'll add more. Okay, so we've got those all added. Now what I'm going to do is grab a paper plate. Now this is my mess protector. And then I'm going to grab a baby wipe. So give me 1 second. Okay. Oh, mine are kind of dry. Hopefully they're good. They're kind of old, so I hope they work. Okay, so I've got this out on my little plate here. And then let's start with our big flower. So I had mentioned I want maybe like Azure Afternoon, maybe like a Coastal Cabana would be pretty, and a little bit of Night of Navy. So actually, let's do Misty Moonlight because that's lighter than Night of Navy. Okay, I've got those three. So what I'm going to do is just uncap them. Oh, I sure do hope that my baby wipes are not too dry. We're just going to drip, drip. Oh, good. They're good. They're good. Okay, so you don't have to go crazy, but I dripped that. That's Azure Afternoon. Now we'll do some Coastal Cabana. Drip, drip, drip. And I'm just kind of doing it like out and about. They don't need to be right on top of each other. And then I've got my Misty Moonlight. And we'll go boop, boop, and just because it was going to drop, and maybe one more over here. Okay. I feel like I need more of the lighter Coastal Cabana, but we'll see how it turns out, okay? Okay. All right, so I've got my stamp here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually ink it up, and I'm moving it around, okay? Just like that, and then we're going to go ahead and we'll line this up and stamp it down. Oh, how cool does that look? That looks so cool. So now I'm like, okay, I kind of want some more Coastal Cabana. So maybe we'll go out on the outskirts just a little here. Right? And you can see I'm not going to clean this. I'm just going to go right back in. And you just kind of twist it and turn it and grab your colors, okay? All right. And then it's going to be different. Every flower is going to be different. Ah, I think it's so beautiful. Okay, so there's that. Now we got to do our small flower. So we're done with these. Let me put them away because, you know, that's really my secret to a happy craft room is you put your stuff away. Okay, so for Berry Burst we have here, right? And I want kind of like the lighter purple. So I'm going to use Fresh Freesia. And Bubble Bath is very similar to Fresh Freesia. So I'm going to use Fresh Freesia, Highland Heather, and then like a teensy little baby drop of Berry Burst. Okay, so let's start with our Fresh Freesia. And I'm going to go right here. And this stamp is not as big, so I don't need as big of a space. So that's Fresh Freesia. Then we'll go in with Highland Heather. And I think they spread out maybe a little bit more if your baby wipes are not as Mine are getting a little bit dry because they're older. Because I don't have kids to use them on. So they're maybe, I don't know, a year or so old. Okay, so we've got that added. Right, now we'll go in with our little flower stamp here. And again, we're just gonna make a little bit of a mess. Get it all twisted on up in there. Beautiful. And then we'll stamp this down. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, so it's a little bit light. So note to self, that's probably the fresh freesia there. That's a little bit light. Okay. Stamp that one. Beautiful. And then maybe I'm going to add another drop of Highland Heather in. Like in the middle because it's drying a little bit. And we'll again just ink, 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 and stamp that down. Gorgeous. How beautiful is that? How fun is that? Okay, so now we just have our leaves to do. Okay, so let me put these away. Doot, doot, doot. Okay, so the leaves I stamped in garden green, and I totally want lemon lime twist and granny apple. And do I want another green? Maybe we could do a little bit of garden green since we've been trending with that, right? We've been trending to use a little bit of the color we stamped the outline in. So, okay, so what I'm going to do is maybe start with my garden green this time. So our darker color. And again, these don't need to be very spread out because our leaves are smaller. Then I'm going to do granny apple. I will put a product list on that blog post too. Just know if you're watching this in like 5 years and if these products are not available, just swap out with things that are. And if you ever need any help deciding, just email me. I fully anticipate to be around in 5 years, so. Okay, so I'm just setting those. I don't know why I put those away. Okay, so should we do the big one first? Let's do the big one first. Okay, ink, 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 move it around. Oh, this is going to be absolutely gorgeous. I can already tell. Wow, I love it. I love it so much. Okay, so ink that up again. And we'll add it here. I just love the different color that you get. Isn't that so pretty? And depending on where you actually stamp your leaf, you can get that lighter color. Look, so you can get lighter, you can get darker, depending on where you actually put it within your little droppies, your baby wipe drops. Okay, and then we're going to stamp that last one right there. Gorgeous. I love it. You guys like my singing? Okay, so look at that. Look at how absolutely beautiful that turned out with the fun coloring. So you could also use like a black ink and then stamp inside, but oh man, I think this just looks absolutely beautiful. And even though we use that baby wipe, it's dry. Okay, so it is dry. The ink dries pretty fast. So super duper beautiful with that. So now we get to finish this beautiful card. And I don't know what we're going to do, you guys. So we're going to do it together. But isn't that such a fun technique, the baby wipe technique? So if you have tried that before, can you let me know in the comments? Oh, you know what I totally said we were going to do and then I forgot to do? Stamp the inside. We'll do that in a second. Okay, so I'm going to layer this on because I love that look of the layer. And then we'll go ahead and get this onto our little card front here. Gorgeous. I love it. I love how that looks. It's so beautiful. Okay, so we do need to stamp our little side here because I said we had to do that, right? So do you think we should do leaves? Or what should we do? Should we do, I don't know. I don't know what we should do. Okay, let me start with this one. We'll do the outlines after. Let me do that. And let me grab this one. And we'll do a little bit of that. Oh, that's so pretty. And then we'll do this one again. Maybe up in the corner like that. Okay. And then, of course, we need some leaves. And it's okay, like, we can have this peeking, you know, on the inside of the card, too. So it's okay if you can't see all of this from the outside. I just wanted a little bit of something. Right? Okay, so let's do there. That looks good. Okay, that's good. All right, so then I just need to do our outlines real quick. So let's grab Berry Burst. Gosh, I love this bundle so much. This Darling Details. It is so perfect. Okay, I have to get my head over this now. Sorry. Sorry if I'm getting in the way. But I gotta get my head in so I can see. Okay, hold on. I must have done that one. I don't know. That was way off, but it's fine. Okay, so we've got that. Then we'll do Night of Navy real quick with our big flower here. This is the hard part because I don't remember which way I stamped the image. But you know what? It does not have to be perfect. Oh, that looks good. Yeah, look at that. I got it lined up. The leaf will be easier. So, okay, so we've got that, and then we just have to do our garden green for our little leaf outline here. Okay, so have you done this baby wipe technique before? If you have, please leave me a comment. You might have done it differently than I have. So please do leave a comment and let us all know what you have done if you've tried it. Okay, so we've got that. It's beautiful. So now we need some sentiments, of course. And I really kind of want a thank you card. So maybe we put the thank you on the inside. Let's do that. Okay, so we're going to use the thank you. And we're going to use the just a note. And let me grab blocks here. Okay. There's that one, and here's this one. And I think this is going to look real striking. Oh, maybe with a Night of Navy. I was going to do black, but it might look really good with the Night of Navy. So we're going to do thank you on the inside. Gorgeous. Now this card will fit in a standard envelope as well. And then let's do, I don't want to use white. I want to use, you know what? We will use white, and then we'll put a little thingy, a layer around it. Okay, I gotta get my head over this. Sorry, I gotta pull it way down. Okay, beautiful. Just like that, okay? All right, we'll close up our Night of Navy ink. Let's adhere this so we can ooh and ah together. Okay, ready? Are you ready for it? Cue the Taylor Swift song. Are you ready for it? Dome, dome. Oh, I love it. I love it. I think that's so cute. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is, let's see, this is what? 1/4 of an inch. Let me grab my Night of Navy scrap bin. And there's one. Wait, I could probably find smaller than that. Hold on. There we go. Scrap bin to the rescue. And here's what we're gonna do. So I am going to go ahead and we'll trim this down because, you know, I like my 1/8 of an inch. So because the other one was 1/4 of an inch, this side has a little frayed. So I'm gonna go here at 3/8. Nope, I'm sorry. This is probably definitely 1/2 of an inch. What am I talking about? Okay, so we've got that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my scissors. And I'm going to just trim off a little angle there. Okay. And then we'll add some, seal is dancing around. We're going to add some seal to the back. And let's line this up here. Okay. And then we'll use our scissors again and we'll cut that same angle. Cute. Cute. Okay, so we've got that, and of course we'll pop that on like this, but we need some ribbon or twine or something. So let me see here. What colors do we use? Night of Navy. I'm looking over to the left now at my ribbon stash. We do have this Night of Navy bordered ribbon, which is really pretty. But I kind of think we need just some like twine. So let's use our trusty linen thread. Okay. All right, so I'll just grab a bunch. That much. Scientific measurement for you there. And I'm going to just add a little seal to the center here. We'll grab our twine. Okay. Oh, this is going to be a big bow. I'm lining up those ends. We'll loop down here. Stick that onto our little exposed seal there. And then we're going to just loop this around like a gigantic bow. Gorgeous. Oh, this one is a little funky. There we go. And then we'll add some dimensionals to the back of our sentiment. And let's adhere that down. Oh my gosh, this is absolutely the cutest. Okay, so now of course we need some embellishments, right? Like, can't forget them. All right, so let me look in my drawer here, also on my left. I think like iridescent pearls would be really pretty, but we need something with some color. So, oh, how about these? Those blue ones. Those would be really pretty. These are the tinsel gems. This is the 3-pack. So we have a 3-pack and a 4-pack right now. And the difference is just the colors that are included in them. So let's put one there. And they literally have tinsel in them. They're so cute. Okay, one there, and then we'll put one up over there. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. So there is our card. I hope you enjoyed getting to craft along with me today on kind of a nonsense day, right? Where we just made something together. But I really hope you enjoyed learning how to do that baby wipe technique as well and use your reinkers in a fun, creative way, not just to refill your ink pads or your markers, okay? So if you like this video, please make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. There's also a little bell icon. You can click on that and get notified anytime I go live, which is on Tuesday nights, or post a video, which right now is on Saturdays. Or, you know, sometimes more. But yeah, you can click that and get notified anytime if you don't want to miss a thing. And other than that, don't forget that there's that blog post linked down in the description of this video that has all of the, well, I should say the pictures for this card. I will put a supply list on there as well. Typically for my Saturday videos, I don't do a supply list just because I try to make them very, what's the word, evergreen, like you can watch them for forever. But this one we did use a lot of specific product, and I know that you might want to recreate this card like I did, so I will link the products there in case you want to purchase any of those from my online store. All right, I appreciate, let's try that instead. I appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Again, just make sure to give that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Otherwise, I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.